live stream here on Z Corner. And today we are going to be talking about a lot of different things with regards to all the trending topics in Zambia. We are going to be talking about the Auditor General's report with regards
Yeah.
to illegal immigrants. We're also going to be talking about Bowman Lusambo plus PF senior citizens. And we're also going to talk about President Hichilema's trip to America. So I really hope that you are excited, to be part of this amazing live stream. And we are going to be looking forward to hearing your opinion. So later on, you're going to have the privilege, of joining us on our live stream. So I'm going to be able to share the link. So right now, kindly share this live stream to all the people, all the different groups that you belong to before we jump into this. And of course, I have an amazing guest. He goes by Mr. Morton Massinino. So
Yeah.
good evening and welcome, sir. Welcome.
Good evening. Thank you, Muna. How are you today?
I'm lovely. I am very good.
Sure.
So today we've got a lot of things to talk about. We've got a lot of exciting topics to talk about. And, without wasting time, Bowman Lusambo, never show pasano, as usual.
Eh.
Unfortunately, a lot of Zambians are I was checking out the comments, right, with regards to what happened to him yesterday in Parliament. A lot of Zambians are saying, Madam Speaker, Bowman Lusambo,
Eh.
and all that stuff. So it's very amazing how people can actually get to sympathize with people, you know.
Yeah.
Mkwai. So mwachafo kulanda twarambira panshi twarambira pali ba Bowman Lusambo pali ba Given Lubinda kuli ba Raphael Nakachinda olo twambira pali ba president versus President Hichilema's trip. Which one should we go for?
Let's start with the president's trip to the US.
All right, okay, then let's go for it.
Yeah.
Okay, so you can give us your thoughts and what you wanted to highlight us with, or rather enlighten us with.
First and foremost, I would love to pass my sincere greeting to the people of Zambia, wherever ukobale tuchitira view concept here. That good evening, and you are welcome to this special program on Z Corner. Let's make sure that we share the video, and let's invite others also to join. Let's also share the link. The president's trip to the US. I think we as Zambians, where the president goes to mukustudy present ichalo in that muliri enshira bayenderemo bakateka. Icha number one, twali monoko bakateka babomfeshe indeke iyo tabaringiri okubomfya kwati ma leaders abali kokunuma. We have to appreciate our president, and I would love to say, Mr. President, it's a welcome move. Filyamwaendere evyo tulefwaya muchalo kwenda not na intware jia kwati pa kwenda wa president balenda na ba musician uko balea ba president kulewa na ma dancers for what. Then we saw our president uko baile. His trip was a success, and he had to meet the people he wanted to meet, whereby he discussed various issues alleged concern icharo chesu cha Zambia. Then we even saw our president uko baile kwa America on a Sabbath baile stana attend church service where he represented Zambia, where is baile langano ko kwati ba president Hichilema bali ba proud no mutundu wabo. And like bakateka abenjabo twakwatapo uko baya tabaya mukulango okweba ati bena Zambia ba mukulango okweba ati na bena basungu. Okay, but our president, when he went to the US on the Sabbath, when he went to attend a church service on a Saturday, even he represented proudly represent Zambia nokuya imba ulwimbo muchitonga. Ikintu kyaba so common because aba nensunga chakwati balenda balayifisa balatina nokulanda omutundu wabo bamukulanda emitundu shabene. Okay, so kuri ba president Australia kwati ba president epashiri pakuleka you are a Tonga and nobody applied to God to say nine ndefwaya mfyalwe mukatika mtundu wa babemba na mukatika mtundu wa balamba nangu. We have to be proud as Zambians mufitundu ifyo twaberamu because shatara munapo musungu aisa mu Zambia ambo kulande chitundu chimbi apart from chitundu cha kumyabo. So ba president that is a very welcome move and I'm congratulating you for that. Make sure that wherever you go, you represent the tag of who you are. Because we have to be proud, Mr. Muna, as a Zambian. Umutundu otwafumako. Aha.
That is very good.
Then Mr. Muna twalimwene ntware jaba president. Tayari kwati mai ntware jayo ayo twakwata po Muzambia. Bashitire lesson number y'abantu abaire ero nokuyabo mfyendeke iyo tabali ngire okubomfya as the head of state because kwali bachire chindeke bali baba bashitire ba head galungu tabachi bomfeshe iyo babo mfeshe ndeke umwali abantu bambi nangwe passengers plane.
But Moton, then for abantu bachiri badeshita complain whether the president uses a commercial, plane to go to America. There are still complaints, especially from our, friends on the PF camp, because they are saying, but president barandata indeke kustisha tabadestisha indeke. They are spending a lot of money and stuff. So it seems our president can't really win and can't really satisfy everybody because football PF baresta complain. So what do you think about that situation whereby tapari fiweme?
Mr. Muna, the truth of the matter is that there is nothing that the PF can appreciate President Hakainde Hichilema for. Why? Because they are bitter. They are bitter people. Very, very bitter people. Mr. Muna, chimono kwa watu muno wale kuture chipute, mwachishwe chipute, eh?
Of course, if pute.
So, ba PF fwema Zambians, tuwali bature chipute, ichi shilapia. You see? Tuwali bature chipute shilapia. Luria ba umfu ama none ya kuibira abantu ichuma. Ama none ya kuiba. Ama VX yakuraenda mo free fuel, free whatever. Ababantu bari kunkuma. Such that nga mwatu mwone imyotoka barestera ama girlfriends, imyotoka barestera ama girlfriends. Bamuna, muchiri mune chita enjoy pachambaso. Ero baisa mifyampulapo. How would you feel?
So
yes, because ba PF bari fushishama slay queen. And so ilia life ya pamwamba ile ya pamulu ile. Ero tuwaisa abafyampula po. You see? Ba UPND baisa abafyampula po. Actually abena Zambia baisa abafyampula po. So there is nothing good that would come from the NPF cadre. Enonga machakwati mwatimone ba mwaleta sana criticize. Ma bootlickers batatwalela ndapo mairo. Abashaye nekeri okwe bati one day they will leave State House. One day they will leave their ministerial offices. One day they will leave their ministerial VXs. So ebantu abalela nda sana. Ebantu abalela ndotu atuliko tushilingire.
Mr. Masinino. Mnaebukshauri omsamba shi Antonio Mwanza. I remember there was one time kwa clip that he will make sure that Hakainde Hichilema dies in prison. Now that these guys have got a high probability of being implicated or being found on the wrong side of the law, right? Because ngatwati twingire mo fezona deep to amona muri mukula ba deking abashire for bafuire bashta, right? A lot of these PF senior members are going to be implicated in a lot of things. That's like a fact. There's always a problem which is going to be found. So munetira poshan kuba pera koka demo na bena baya umfako bo fiumfu iko kwikara mu chifungo nango kushave forgive.
Muntu wandi ba PF actually ba president Hichilema kuti babachita forgive ba PF, but not as the people of Zambia. I will give you an example, Mr. Muna, my friend. Ba Muna, inenga naikuta kandolo na chibwabwa. Eryo naye anina ku kipo ky'amalight nangu ku matawa y'aba MTN nangu ba Airtel, these communication towers yanakwera kuli yali amatawa bamuna ero naye ayireka kopa lya patawa namba okupona namba okulaponena panshi eryo naisa pepepepo ili abufuma chumi kulirezo kwati mwereza njerere eri pali fina chitana alufyanya. Are you telling me that lesa ipepo lyalanja nka mumulu nshapona ero nga napona panshi nshafwe? The truth is lesa alanjerera, okay? Palubembu lwakuyikulika lesa alanjerera, but nature tayanjerere yo. Nature, the law of motion, nature yalalengesho kuba tilio na alaponena panshi mfuire nafwa. So mdala ba PF ba president Hichilema kuti baberera, but for Ebena Zambia we cannot forgive the PF guys. They just have to bring whatever coin they took away from us. Bali ingire babwesha kuchalo, bali ingire babwesha kubena Zambia because tabayibire ba president Hichilema bayibiri abena Zambia. You know, mukati kabena Zambia muli abana banshiwa ba mukamfwirwa and so on and so forth. Abantu abengi abalechula. Elo mukati kakuchula kwesi fwebena Zambia, bena bale umfwama none, bale eliyama bwenge. Okay? Nama sire kuini fulu. Elo mukati kaifyo ifwe bena Zambia batuletera amakondomu ayatulika, okay? Nama apparatus yakubumfya mu clinics ma hospitals ifi yabola elyo benanga balwala kuya ku South Africa ukuli imitisha afumaluka elo ifwe bena Zambia tulechula. So abo balebe ababantu abapulumushi abo balebe mbukira kote Hichilema yo balebe mbukira kuli ifwe bena Zambia. So ifwe bena Zambia like ba president lungu balandire okwebati umulandu tawubola balefo okwebati Hichilema nga ebenanga balipitire Hichilema afwiri aya kujere because umulandu tawubola. So nga bene echo twala aberera chinshi because bena balefo ayo kutwala aba nabo kumajere. Moreover abena Zambia bengi bamuna imwe 9 ba UPN nga tekuwina imwe mndala nga muli mukamfyemfye nga ninebo nge kuchirapo nganje mukankolinkoli nomba benebo twala elela ilio bakwata okubembukirwa ettoro okwibira abena Zambia. You remember the issue, the scandal of the social cash transfer, Mr. Muna? Ba PF kwibira abakote ndalama abakote ukwibira abakote ero bayabika mutumba liyabere bandalama barando kwati turefu mubweshe ndalama shezo elyo nomba bakolonganika amano pamo. You know, PF is a part of criminals. Abantu abashakwata oluso kumfwira olusepa bena Zambia. Honestly speaking, how do you procure imitisha abolo kuletera abantu abo mwate mwakairi? So abantu bamuna bali bembukira nature, bali bembukira ekyalo kya Zambia, ukubembukira kumonena mesha abamuzu bali ingire babwesha apo fimo.
So President of Balandi that when it comes to these businesses that were being done by a lot of PF cadres, President now Balandati Nafturika. If you are a Zambian and you've got the capabilities, you are able to start trading in Mukula and you can open various businesses. So, and what do you think about this particular new situation where each and every Zambian has got an equal opportunity to participate and do business and hopefully get to improve the economy? Not
Mr. Muna, I think this is why Hichilema balandiro kwati paku bafunyapo palingire paisa ama bulldozer, not one bulldozer but bulldozers. Do you know the reason why? The reason is simple. This man, President Hakainde Hichilema, hasn't come into government to steal. Hasn't come into government to appease to please himself and to please those that surrounds him. The president has come to open links. He has come to open businesses to those who would feel they can do business. Okay? But President Chicho Baishra, you know, Mukula, na yambi ama deals tuwale umfokwe wati no, ama mines ya, yama expensive gemstones like emerald, gold, whatever. Mukula, abe ngiba alesa angwamo muliatu walibeshiba. Okay, big fish mu PF eba kweta ma license ya kuta trade in Mukula. Okay, so mukula ilefwa iko kuta benefit fwe bena Zambia. Not just few people in the party ever let benefit awe. Otherwise, the move for the president to open to any person who can trade into Mukula or in Mukula is a very welcome move 100% because tabale staff open ama ways nangwama doors kuri bali abantu abashinguluke, but is there to provide doors kwisulama doors to any Zambian whosoever feels like he can trade in any business, in any transactions. The doors are open, meaning the man hasn't come into government to steal. The man hasn't come to open doors only to UPND members, but to every Zambian. We are Zambians, not Kwaten Sambu. Ishakusta please by president, no kwata praise, because this is what we aim for as Zambians. If you're to this is the Zambia we want, Bamuna.
Mkoye nomba abantu abengi barera ndati bushe Hakainde Hichilema wafumine kuisa because all of these years, right? We were duped by a story of being humble, but now Zambians have realized what true leadership is all about, and people are even seeing the differences in the way things are being done. So Fwebena Zambia twari kuiseri dionseri mu 2016 mu 2011 ninshama Zambians tabare mumwena Hakainde Hichilema. Why didn't we give him this opportunity,
Mr. Muna, what the Zambian people must or has to realize is that there was a purpose as to why Hichilema was not given chance by the Zambian people all along. The reason is simple. Lesa alefwayo kupisha na Zambia mukweba ati abesu liamenso kweba ati God's time dollar is the best. God's time is always the best. That's why we shouldn't be forcing matters. Lesa alefwayo kulopolo la mind ya kwa President Hakainde Hichilema, so that when is ilio aisa mu power, neryo akalafu mapo President Hakainde Hichilema akashobu ntomyomyo ubundo wendowe mukati kama mind ya bena Zambia. You see, afuire asha filevya kwati Bamuna, you've just bought a very brand new car. Elo muchilinechira kachaku yensha elo baisa mipoko kwebata iyi motoka I think lekeni parking ekoko. How would you feel? So if you're a for abena Zambia okumfwa, because we've been having our leaders. When did you ever experience this, Bamuna, whereby every Sunday and every Saturday State House was open kuma prayers ya bekarachalo
nakalia yo
tafyatala chitikapo Mzambia? Okay, this is the first step, is the reason why President Hakainde Hichilema lesa amubika pokwebati alangi abantu ifyo bateke chalo. Not kuliliye koli, that yoke of suffering and intimidation hiyo tuwapa apile munu mafwebe na Zambia for 10 good years, whereby people were shamboked, whereby people were restricted, whereby people couldn't even express themselves. Well, now is the time for Zambia to fuirio kumfwa bulio bundo wendowe.
Tawama bushaba Zambia bakabweke shapo ukusalama leaders aya buwere nangwa pasona tusarapuka
we mukalamba abena Zambia. In fact Mr. Muna, tachirafika pakati kakulowa elio apelo tuatendeka elio tuatendeka, because if you akoba wali muchupo elio waile upo mwana kashuwale kuma. Okay? Wali muchupo Mr. Muna elo waupa savage lyale kuma nga wafumapo fye wemwa umepakuwela ulewela fye lyauma. Ulandeko lile kutumano kuwasha amatebera ulandeko lyakokola lyauma. Elo nomba chile chupo chapwa wamubutuka ulio mwana kashi wamubutuka elo waya upaka nakashaka kwa titaula kola kapunda timukwai. No kukupelo mchichiso kula bati yangu welesa chichita uyu mwana kashali kwisa so apano mbepo Zambia yafika pakumono kwe bati kushe president Hakainde Hichilema ali kwi tufwire tuwamba okunfwa kwefyaba nensu mufyalo fimbi bonfwa ukutekwa n'entungulu shiyakwata vision ukutekwa n'entungulu shiyakwata umutima wa kutungulula abantu abantu ba PF bariando ko bati mu Zambia tukatekwa na Kachema, and I used to tell the PF guys to say it is good to be ruled by a shepherd because shepherd ali kwata uli omutima wako muno kwati bushemberere shandi nashiria bushenashi nwamenshi or something. So now is the time when Zambia is going to experience this good and quality leadership of President Hakainde Hichilema, whereby Fwebera Zambia Twalambo kusekerera. So far Bamuna, I'm receiving reports in the civil service whereby I'm a civil servants now Bambo Kutashoko. This is what we wanted as Zambians in the civil service because there is sanity. Tawakomfwe mairwati yo kada naisa mukonkonja pamwenshati fuma.
And then, Futi, I just want to clarify from you with regards to the approach that President Hichilema is, using. Because muniba PF to ademona, varete kutararika sana abantu. Like, let's say, for example, I'm an artist, I'm a musician, baba pedem pia shaku batararika, so that takudi sana ama commotion and all that stuff. But President Hichilema is calling a spade a spade. Because abantu barenda padi free education and all that stuff, but Hichilema barenda fetching. So mamule mwana poshani with how honest and how realistic President Hichilema is with regards to the previous campaign promises. Because abena shown tembo kuna bamba kupenok.
Bushemu aleyo mfwa yali result alefuma uko bale punda ti Tonga 0 Hari Kalaba 10 Sean Tembo 0 ari fumine mona ama 0 mudala yali mwimina kumutima Sean Tembo ama 0 yali mwimina Sean Tembo kumutima. As a result, criticism yonzeo wa Sean Tembo bale pela ya kufine chipute. Okay, so that bababe kori stated. But I'm telling you, believe me, abena Zambia bengomfa kuri ba Sean Tembo, then they don't mean well. Because this man, Sean Tembo muntu mo bapumine ba PF bamuchena no kumuchena. But at the end of the day, Sean Tembo started ukwamba kushira campaign ba PF and he became the first surrogate of PF. And so ama 0 muntu wanyinga ya kuimina kumutima, you can do anything and you can say anything. So there is nothing good that can come out of Sean Tembo. Because for Ebena Zambia muntu wandi, actually this time, but Sean Tembo is not even a good time for him to start criticizing President Hakainde Hichilema. Because umuntu elo Afrika fie munganda talaikala, elo mwambi okulamu sonsombo munenu. Na budget you alebo mfiate yakwe. How the central how government operates. Tukwata ama election mu August. Are you telling me kwebati Mr. Muna mu August bala panga na imbi budget yo Hichilema bala konka no mboku bomfya? No. The truth is we are using PF's budget yo Hichilema basangire. No mbadia budget yo Hichilema basangire na ma procurement bali stakaleri imbi ama contracts bali pirako na half. Elio nomba Hichilema bese balando kwat no, let us follow this, let us go this way. Hichilema is an intelligent human being. Is not as Sean Tembo. Okay? Otherwise, Fwebena Zambia Fwebanga kwata amano kuposa kudi abama losers Sean Tembo, I think we do not mean well. Because the man is bitter. Chimona uli omuntu ukolerwe katata ero nomba ambo kusabaila.
Then the other thing that we can talk about was ovupulumusho votoare mwanamuri va PF. Although one thing that I really love about UPND sympathizers and basically same type of citizens is we always criticize where criticism needs to be made, and we are realistic with our approach. Just because you sympathize with a certain political party, then most of the UPND members usually speak their voices, and they say if itafiweme chinjeni na ngumone ni popadifi. So in terms of us citizens, making sure that we keep sanity, and we make sure that we, hold them accountable to improving the economy and just making Zambia a better place. What role should Zambians play at this particular moment? Because on a personal and individual level, because just because the president and waiting on the backbench, we need to play active roles and just add to the ecosystem of improving everything.
Yeah, like today, Mr. Muna, I was just bachinjitafye bachisanjitafye kuri ka meeting akachikwata ama youths kumpongwe, okay, where ama youths bachiralanda pafyo benge kala iliyo tulelo lero kwe bati fintu fichinje, first and foremost, if we were never youth, we are the backbone of development in our nation, Zambia. If we were youth mdala, and if we were ngaleta development, why am I saying so? Bakaunda nga bali abakote nga tabapokeri obuntungwa mu bukote bwabo, bapokeri obuntungwa mu bupungwe bwabo, when blood was still iliyo mulopa uchiliure butuka mkati kamwe wa muntu. Okay? So if we my youths, if we what if we kumana akapi, if we what if we kumana akapi ukubombesha, so that tualeta development mukatika chalo chesu. Iliyo tulelo le pali ba president kwe bati chachine ba president kuti bakwato kuchita facilitate buyantanji, because bale panga ama policies nomba iliyo ama policy bale panga ayasuma. Elio ba president na ngubu teko bwa UPN buli mu power lelo bule panga ama policies ayasuma elo bwa ama policies ya pone na pa bantu bambokoya. Are you telling me we are going to see development in our country? The answer is no. So ilio ba government yabalipo bale panga ama policies aya ama developmental project ama developmental policies yafuire yapone na pali a fertile ground. Na fertile ground ni fwe ma youths abalingiri okusenda the mantle of development, ukutwala development munchende umulingire. Take for example balando kwe bati okay, we are going to extend mukula license kuma youths. Ilio bapchite extend mukula license kuma youths yafuire yasanga ama youths abali proactive, ama youths abali productive. Epo yaponena yali ama policies mwala sango kwati yali ama policies nga yaponena pa bantu abali productive, abale ingira into timber, abale ingira into agriculture, abale ingira into entrepreneurship, abale ingira into business, abale ingira mwala sango kwe bati development yaya endi twala kwata nenjito, because inenga na ingisha ba youth abali 10 na uno munandi ayingisha ba youth abali 10 na uli ayingisha ba youth abali 10 mwala sango kubati ichalo chonse chaba engulfed with the development whereby ama youth abengi bakwata enchito nishi ba government chisendo chachepa kwe chakuingisha enchito. As a result ichalo chala aba busy, ba youth everywhere bala busy okubombesha ukutwala ichalo chespantanji nomba mwala sango kwebati iliyo ba government bapanga ama policy ya development let's say aya youth empowerment iliyo bapela ba youth indalama baya twale ndalama kuma ule no kukolwa amalwa. Are you telling me kwe bati chalo chala chinja? The answer is no. So ba youth development ili pakati kama shoulders yesu tulingire twabombesha akasuba n'obushiku mudala abandalama nga tabalala nga ineneo wasauka ineneo ushakwata ekyuma ikyalale ngokwati ndale 6 to 6 chinshi.
Mkwai. So if you are watching us, we are Z Corner. Today we are talking about several issues affecting Zambia. And of course, I am joined by Mr. Morton Massimino, who is my co-presenter. And we're going to be doing this every day at 8 p.m. But 20 hours every day to Karara and the Zambia. And we want you to be part of Z Corner because, today we're building this so that everybody has got an equal and fair chance to speak out. So in case you are very opinionated about certain topics, you can always inbox us, and we'll find a way to fuse you in our upcoming programs. So thank you very much for all the people who are watching us from all social media platforms, because we are live on YouTube, on Facebook, and all these other platforms as well. So thank you very much for joining us at this particular moment. So Mr. Morton, I have another question, because at this particular moment, right, the Zambian government is mostly run by PF, the people that were appointed by PF in terms of a lot of different roles. So do you think abantu bonse bafurefe vachinja yonse whole system so that we get in new people and we start appointing people based on merit? What is the solution? Because abantu bayanda abantu the government is going to waste a lot of money, and there isn't a lot of money in the coffers. So what's the solution? Since UPND naba pianisha po ba PF, what's the way forward?
Muna, what I can say is mu PF mwali abantu abasoma tebonsa abali ababi. You understand that one? And mu PF mwali abantu abasoma tebonsa abali ababi. Okay? So kuli bali abantu abali bomba bwino bena Zambia. Kuti baba pera chance ya kubomba. Lelo kuli balia, balando kwatu musuku byubifye mpanga, isn't it? So kwali ama bad elements mu PF abalengesha PF uko na ule chalo cha Zambia. Lelo kuti nate mokwebati ama key positions ba president bali ingire bapisha mu Kampyongo. Moroba mwalaisa musangi okwebati mukataka PF ine tebonsa abantu abali ababingefyo na kiraso sa mwaliko nembutu eshisuma nomba bali ingire bakwata a thorough consultation. Ba president bali ingire bakwata a thorough consultation, because UPND nangu this new Dawn government, the new Dawn government yaba yesu ba UPND fweka yo lelo ni government yabantu bonse including inendoshi including na bali abene ba ponista bali aba ponista bali mu PF bali abale tulange ensoni shakulanga mu bedroom bale shireta paluwa mpalalala paluwa ngala katieti in the open. President Hakainde Hichilema is also their president. Okay, even the slay queens is also their president. Even innocent Kalimanshi, Hakainde Hichilema is his president. Even Bowman Lusambo. So what the president must do is to make thorough consultation. Kwali abantu abali so loyal to the people of Zambia. Kwali abantu like take for instance Banguni. But our police terminate contract by Edgar Lungu because he never wanted to tolerate Kadarism. He was appointed by President Lungu. But bari kweto take execute ama duties yabo on principle. Such people bari ngo kulolekesha apo bwino no kumuno kwe bati fiashu pire fie. Because bamwe abantu eko baba mu PF abale bomba under critical conditions, but they tried their level best to stick and to stick to the lane. Ukumono ko bati babombela bena Zambia bwino lelo twaisa sango ko bati because of that pressure alefuma from mama cadres mu PF bale step into otherwise. So those people, we cannot say no, let's chase them, let's do this, let's do that. They are Zambians. Moreover, ever opposition PF Badiabene, they voted against Edgar Lungu and voted for Hakainde Hichilema. So we don't need to chase them. Taturingi okubatamfyo okubat no kabieni. Lelo badiaba ale pange mpulumushisha palwa mpalalala. E.G. Bowman Lusambo, Appointing Nakachinda, Antonio Mwanza, na bambi bali abale pange mpulumushisha palwalala. Because if I remember very well, Antonio Mwanza alitula iliyokwe bati nga UPND nga yapita muka mputuleko sampo. Ni mpulumushisha palwa mpalala shiria palwa ngala katiete muka mputuleko sampo. Isn't it? It's not me, but this is what he said. So
But
bariama guys barepange mpulumusha the public scene. That is public scene. So for when Zambia twarando kwati awe mune sample yobeta twakuputule because the sample yali was so precious. Ikala na yena because yakuletera kwaba imyeo shimbi pachalo. But mubutunguru shita wabemo.
quiet.
Yes.
So
So the president, Mr. Muna, should not just cast those. Those are Zambians. Those are Zambians. Now kwatensambusha kubombe nchito lelo. Badi ingire ba making sure. And you know, there are good people in the PF. There are good people in the PF. Lelo if undeferiali weak because the leader was very weak. Is the reason why they were also weak. But ingachawati basanga meto iya koseya pya bwino. They are not going to be weak, but they work as according to the rule and the law of the land.
Chachene.
Sure.
So mwachiranda pam pulumushi na ba Ponsta nendo shi na bambi. So nomba tituaranda shani pale ba muserera kwa kaba panto apa so na tumono already. People like, the PF diehard fan, Maxwell Chungu. Naba fumamo karemui boti, bantu na rivumba, naba panga kambika political party, naba mbako kusera kono kutaruka kuri ba PF, pantu ifintu na fidula. So what would you advise the Zambian people and the UPND to do with regards to holding their morality? Because if what ba UPND, bakasangwe kwa chini ba PF, nangu bakaletemi pashisha koela. So what role can citizens and the UPND structures do in order for them to withhold or rather hold their dignity that they have spent a lot of time trying to build?
There, Mr. Muna, my comment is the president is the key. The president is the key. What the president should do is to make, like he's been doing always, kunabapanga very wise decisions. And the decisions that the president must, Ilioba president balesala abantu. He shouldn't just go on merit like education. Because there are people I call learned fools. Mwayum for your point, Mr. Muna. There are people we call learned fools. Ukasanga education is the change of behavior. If you're not education is the change of behavior. Lelo mukasanga abantu bamwe abasambirira abashachinja behavior yabo yaba fifumofine. The president must balance ilio baleso nta abantu mukubomba in public offices. Baringire bamona abantu abenga kwanisha fintu fibiri. Abenga kwata education and also on top of education people who are wise. Because wise people they pass sound judgment. Lelo abantu abasambirira bashaba wise. Bala kwata amano yambi. Whereby we've been observing those learned guys abale panga maponi mumyoto kamumyabo, but they are learned. So the president must make sure that he chooses people who are balanced. Abantu aba balanced. Okay, ngachakwati na bakwate skulu bafuire baba wise. Bafuire baba wise because mwala sango kwebati abantu aba wise balakwata kono kubomfya mano yachi fyalirwa elio basanka nyapo ne skulu lyalaba ni bomb. Like President Hakainde Hichilema himself is a learned guy and is a wise man. And so is balanced. This is why mukasango kwati nanguma decisions ngabalepanga tabapanga ma decisions akweba chani. Then ngachakwati waisa pali aba abantu bamuserera kwakaba. Fwebena Zambia muntu wandi twalisalapuka this time around. Bonse bali abaleshani na ba President Lungu. Baleshani na ba President Lungu. Immediately bamono kweba tumu nabo nomba ingira muntimba bachinja amano. Na ifo fwebena Zambia tufuire twabachinjisha amano bali aba mwankole.
Mkoi.
Yes.
So to all the people who want to join us at this particular moment, right, we are inviting you to participate in this conversation. because your opinions are also very important. So if you join the link, right, take a look in the comment section. I have sent a link that you can use to join this conversation, and you are going to be live. But the only thing that I ask of you to do is kindly switch on your video so that we can see you. Include your name and switch on your video. If you do not have your video on, I'm not going to be able to to allow you to participate. So kindly turn on your video and also include your name as well. So looking forward to this. So yeah, let me invite a few more people. So Bamoton, what do you think about this new Audito General report about illegal immigrants and what was happening in the previous government?
Ala muntu wandifyale stika mu previous government fya buwelewele. Because walasanga kweba ati here is chama investors baisa muchalo chesu baisa mukola pange emisebo ule ensha tractor is a foreigner. When not to tractor operator within the local tractor operator uwa kwensha ka compact kaliaka shindairo musebo is coming from China, is coming from India, is coming from where, is coming from where. When we've got ama local people aba trend kwensha ka compactor, that was the foolishness of the highest order, because the previous government was denying the Zambian people a chance to work. And mwalasango kweba ati bali abantu abaleisa ngama compactor operator. Ama Zambians bale for less. Let's take for example tractor operator umwina Zambia ale for 1,000 kwacha, and a Chinese tractor operator is getting 15,000 kwacha. What nonsense was that? Total nonsense. Total nonsense. This government here to Kweterero must not dare the people of Zambia, whereby inch tonama business ayo turingiro kuchita on fwebena Zambia. Vale send abantu from somewhere, foreigners, to come and occupy our offices, to come and ukwensha ka tractor na mazembe iyo mwina Zambia aringiri okubomba. Then we are saying the government is creating jobs. What jobs? That was very, 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 very much unfair. That's why we are saying, but PF bari ingire basuka kumpulu mushisho bachitire kubena Zambia. Impulu mushisho bachitire kubena Zambia by denying chance iya bena Zambia okubomba. Mulandu wine tuwaishire mwona buli obupuba ubwale chitika in those days whereby umuntu fyo kwisa mukuisula shopu iya amabanzi mu Zambia alambo kula ensha a China man pali katroli. Honestly speaking, was that fair to us as the Zambian people in our own land, with our own resources? No, I think this government ishrepo iringire yabika the Zambian people first. Abena Zambia baringire okuta benefit more. Moreover, abena Zambia baringire no kulafula pwendala meshingi ukuchira abantu abalefu mukati akafyalo fimbi abaleisa mukula sende chuma chesu kutwala kufyalo fyabo iliyo fwebena Zambia tulepyanga musebo no kulalombelela no kulaba abashakuli ba politician.
Quiet. Awe apa, let's also give other people to voice out their opinions. Mr. Moton mwafuro sana apa. Mwipante feedback.
We mukalambanda bako emotional nga nafika hapo, because you know it is very shameful and it's so painful where a man from China could come in Zambia no kwisa ala for 15,000 iliyo mwina Zambia ale for 400 kwacha, and working under critical condition whereby na safety takuboku bapera bena Zambia abalebo okasanga omuntu alebo mwina Zambia alebo mba musebo na for ala tropical. What is that nonsense? That is nonsense.
Mkwai. Awe to atasha sana Vamoton. Let's give chance to Mr. Pombo, Oscar Pombo. How are you, sir?
Hello, good evening, Mr. Mona. How are you?
Very good, lovely. What's your contribution?
Thank you so much. I think it will be very easy if I told you had a question to, or you could give give me a theme on which to comment,
All
it
right.
would
So
help
you
me
were
very
talking
much.
about the health restrictions from the Minister of Health,
Yeah.
Honorable Sylvia Masebo. So what's your
Yes.
contribution with regards to
Yes.
the latest development?
Right. Okay. Thank you. Let me just connect on what Mr. Morton has been saying. I think Mr. Morton has quite a good summary of what has been happening in our country, Zambia. Well, let me just introduce myself. I'm Oscar. I'm calling from Italy. And I follow Muna, is a very, very bright gentleman. He doesn't want to be called a gentleman, but I think he's a very good gentleman, young gentleman. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
So, so, and thank you to Mr. Morton for your analysis and your contributions. I requested specifically to say something on the health
Mm-hmm.
situation in our country because Mr. Moon, I'm sorry maybe to have interrupted the theme that Mr. Morton has been talking about, which is very important, very important. But with the little minutes that I have to contribute, I thought it was urgent also to say something about the decision of our Minister of Health,
Mm-hmm.
Mrs. Is she Mrs. or Mrs. Masebo?
I think Miss.
Miss Masevo, sure. So our minister, Miss Masevo, the decision of saying, well, now we can open, everything is open. I think I am against the decision of our minister.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, Mr. Muna, I'm staying in Italy. I think you should remember what has happened in this country. We lost a lot of people. The 2 year when 2019, when COVID started, it's the time that I was coming back from Zambia for my holidays. That was in February. I arrived in Zambia on 1st February, and on the 3rd of February, in Italy, there was a lockdown, a total lockdown. Total lockdown, Mr. Muna, it means no one was moving out. All the roads were empty. All houses were closed. So since 2019, that is where the name comes from COVID-19. It is because of 2019 here in Italy where we have lost a lot of people. A lot of people. Italy has lost thousands and thousands of citizens. Up to now, now in Europe, I'm calling because I want to state this, Mr. Munas. Italy is in Europe, and now Italy has become type of the way to fight COVID-19. Nowadays, total lockdown. They have allowed us to move freely, but as you can look at me, Mr. Muna, I'm still
Mm-hmm.
holding my, okay? I'm still
Mm-hmm.
holding it. So we carry it. I am not wearing it, but I remove it like that, but I still carry it because when I meet a person, anybody comes close to me, I have to cover my face. That is the law.
Mm-hmm.
But we are
Mm-hmm.
in Europe where Italy now have arrived in vaccinating Mr. Muna. About
Mm-hmm.
65% of the Italian citizens. Italy has 60 million citizens. 60 million. Zambia, we are 18 million. And in Zambia, only 3% has been vaccinated. So, please, this is my plea because I also contracted COVID-19. I am vaccinated, of course, but I contracted the disease after my vaccination. That's why it was not very serious in me, but I felt the effects of COVID-19. It's dangerous. It is dangerous, Mr. Muna. I don't want to lose my friends. We don't want to lose anyone. Please. That's why I am totally against the Minister of Health to say, well, you could. Now, today, there was this Samuel. Is this Samuel? The guy was in the United States. Now he has a TV show. What is his name?
Simon. Mr.
Simon. Well, yes. This morning, Simon, he was in the town, and Simon removed the mask. Everyone removed the mask. Every people who are moving behind Simon had no masks. And that was a market. Please, gentlemen, please, we need, for us to do business, for me to come back to Zambia for my holidays, I need to find Zambians who are healthy. Otherwise, they are not going to allow me to come to Zambia to come and visit you. How am I going to see Mr. Morton? How am I going to see Mr. Muna? How am I going to do that? Yes. So please, that is just what I wanted to say. And then about, I think the situation in our country, Mr. Muna, I think politically wise, I repeat what I said maybe yesterday. We need to give our president some time. We just hope our president can really push the Anti-Corruption Commission to do their jobs. And if they are supposed to arrest the criminals, they need to arrest the criminals. They don't have, there is nothing. Morton was right. Mr. Morton was right when he said, okay, President HH forgave everyone. He can forgive everyone, but the law has to take its course. Zambia has lost a lot of resources, and we need to go and collect. We don't care about Bowman Lusambo. We care about, if Bowman Lusambo stole something from the country, from the nation of Zambia, we want him to bring back the resources for the country. That's all. We are not interested in Bowman Lusambo's family. We are not interested in Chilufya, minister, the ex-minister of health. Mr. Chilufya, what is that? What's the name, please? Can you help me?
Chitalu Chilufya.
Chitalu Chilufya. Mr. Chitalu Chilufya. Me personally, I am not interested in Mr. Chitalu Chilufya's life, but I am interested in what Mr. Chitalu Chilufya did for the Zambian country. So if Mr. Chitalu Chilufya made a mistake, he stole the money from the country, I think it is reasonable for these gentlemen to bring back the resources to the people of Zambia. So thank you so much. There are many things that I think your program would advise us to talk about and to discuss. Mr. Muna, thank you so much. Keep it up, gentlemen. And thank you, Mr. Morton. Thank you. Thank you, the panel listening to Z Corner. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Looking forward to having you some more times. So right now, let's move over to other people. Let's move over to Moses. Moses, you can unmute yourself. Hi, Moses. How you doing?
Hello.
Good evening. Hello? All right. Okay. It seems Moses is having some audio problems. Just unmute your audio right now, and you're going to be good to go. Yeah, I can hear you now. How are you, Moses? How are you? Good evening. Okay, it seems Moses is having some technical issues. So anyway, back to you, Mr. Massinino. It seems the people are really loving your analysis. What do you think about the restriction on COVID-19, as earlier alluded to by Mr. Mpombo?
Yeah, Mr. Muna, COVID-19 is real. It has it has contributed to the downfalls of many nations in the world. I'm sure for the minister to do what she has done, obviously she has made some consultations, but let me concur with what Mr. Oscar Pombo said. It's not safe for the nation to go in like that in those lines. We should observe COVID-19 very, very much, and knowing the fact that Muzambia mumiesu tayafika na 70% aya abantu aba vaccinated. So COVID is still there. So instead ya kukwata ile yako bati mumbwe aya biko mukira pampa sherwe mpashisha mububa tachiringira bena Zambia okububwa na COVID-19 again. So I'm sure the minister should go back to the drawing board and make sure that, yeah, even though today COVID-19 isn't that much, but what are those safeguarding principles? I am making sure that we sanitize, we mask up, and to acquire social distancing, because this pandemic is here. Pamulandi wakwebati takwali abantu na government yo twakwete yali ni government yaba pondamishi whereby tabaposere kwa amano balirire kumunenda lama sha COVID-19. You know, in other countries, at least if we can have 75% of the population bari vaccinated, those preventive whatever, then into asango kubati awe charo, then we are safe. But in Zambia, not even 75% has reached in terms of COVID-19 vaccination. So it's not safe.
All right. Yeah. So Moses is back. Moses, good evening. How are you?
Good evening, thanks. How are you?
Lovely. We are having a very interesting topic here. So what is your contribution to today's, stipulated topics?
Thank you very much. My contribution, I'll go direct to my fellow, Mr. the one who have just been contributing right now. The name, you may help me, the name, please.
Morton Massinino. Or you can just say Morton.
Morton, yes. Okay. I think I concur with him, and what he's saying or elaborated is just correct and okay. To my side, I also like to this government, or aid this government, especially on the school board, need to be dissolved. And the RDA need to be dissolved. Also, healthy structure like permanent secretary and the group need to be dissolved, because these people have really led this country to the mess. These are Zambian, and we are all Zambians, and we should do things to protect our country first, just like Donald Trump, former America, used to say. There is no other country where we can learn or we can find Zambia. We have only one Zambia, one nation. So the first thing is, every citizen of this country, Great Zambia, we should have respect and honor of our own country. We should also have jealous to respect and restore dignity of this country. Let us not learn for things like varia pantunderiamo, or we learn for the stomach. No. The thing which we should do first is the way we protect even our children home, or maybe our families. That's how we can also protect this country, Zambia, as a whole. That will enable us, even our next generation, to protect this country, just like they fought our forefathers during independence, because they didn't see that uyu wakuchipata, uyu waku northern, uyu wakuisa. No, they worked together for the betterment of us today, whom we are enjoying independence and freedom, democracy also. So that's what we need to do. Why I say so? To dissolve like ZESCO, there have been so corruption and things not working accordingly. Just yesterday, I was asking one of when the power went, asking the 322, is the load shedding back? And he answered no, the load shedding is not back, but sometimes we do have some faults which just can't happen like accident. Then I said, yes, those faults everyone knows, but most of the time, like here in Northwestern where I am, power goes, and it has gone for 3 times. The last week 2 times, and this week 1 time. Even today as I am speaking, the power went almost for 3 hours, if I'm not mistaken, or 2 hours, without any notification. I don't know whether it was an accident or whatever. So there, I'm agreeing with Mr. There, the name, that is, there are some people who are not capable of doing the right things. I can say maybe they might be PF or having the mind of campaigning the very current president who is in power just for a month. You will see that things is not working up. So we should put the right people there, and not only because of education. I concur with him. There are people with wisdom who can do it rightly and with the heart of loving this country to protect and guide. They are there. This is our country. This is my contribution.
Definitely.
On the other issue of healthy, to the madam there, yes, to the madam, I think this is just an observation. She wants to find out, not just to put restriction, but though lifting that restriction is not bad, but she wants to find out and to see how is this effect or this disease called COVID-19. Do we still have, or maybe I can say, ubulwere bukiri nabukura nangu awe. So it's like barefwayako beshibe tactical ni mwisabule pitira nga chagoba twatako lift panono ibani maliza oti yala bashani mucharo chesu yala kulirako nangu awe. So it's just like an observation. Then from there, but it doesn't mean us citizens we should stop wearing mask and all those measures of preventing it. No, we should keep it on, putting on our mask for us, because life is so precious. This is what I can contribute right now. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much, Moses. So, to all the people who are trying to join this conversation, kindly look for the link in the comment section. So the link is right in the comment section. And remember, if you are going to be joining us, kindly turn on your video and also include your name as well. We are looking forward to hearing your contributions and opinions here. So moving on, we are going to be talking to Noel Tembo. So Noel Tembo, how are you? Good evening, and what is your contribution? Can you just make it precise, about so that more people can get to contribute?
Sure. Can you hear me?
Loud and clear.
Sure. I want to comment very precisely on few things. Of course, I've been following your analysis, and today I was compelled to contribute and to take part in your program. Making things light. During this COVID pandemic is wrong recipe, a disastrous recipe. I'm here in Germany, and almost 72 or 67 people have been vaccinated, and 63.1 fully vaccinated, which means over half of the population is already vaccinated. But we still live under the COVID regulation, the COVID rules. You have to put on a mask, and when you go to a restaurant, you have to carry your we have this pass. You have to carry the vaccination pass. So things are not taken for granted, and it is things should not be carried on lightly, as if it is not so serious. It is a very serious thing, and having the economy on the back of our head, it is very dangerous for Zambia to go that way. I think they should make the rules strict in order for the economy also to be stable. And commenting again on the president has just been in office barely 2 months or so, and people are already criticizing, expressing their disappointment because of high hopes. It is not easy. Barely 1 or 2 months it is already too early. We need to give the man some time. And I will give an analogy of a computer. When you are your computer is infested with viruses, it takes time to remove the old program and then to start anew. So it takes time. We can take a look at what happened in Tanzania when Magufuli started. It took time. It took about 2 years, and then they saw the fruits. Now is being praised. So it is too early to start criticizing. We don't know what is in store for us. So patience is a virtue. We need to practice a bit of patience. We have been suffering for over 10 years, and barely two months, and you're already complaining. And also the youth needs to be innovative, not always looking up to the government. Rather, the question can be, what can I do for my country? What is my contribution, and not what can the government do to me? So, of course, the government should make the arena accessible to everyone. It should make good policies to support small-scale farming, and I think he's up to that. So I don't want to waste so much time, but we need to give chance to the man, and also to ask ourselves, what can we contribute? Because the government is not the president. We, the people, are the government. So we should ask and have something at the back of our heads. What is our contribution for Zambia? Rather than not what Zambia can offer us, but what is my contribution? I think the most developed countries is because the people sacrificed. So we need to have a spirit of sacrifice, or a spirit of self-giving for the sake of our nation.
Definitely. Thank you very much. No, Tembo from Germany. looking forward to having you as a contributor here on Z Corner. So please do get in touch with us via our inbox, and we're going to be giving you these topics in advance. So to all the people who are watching us, if you really want to be a regular guest, just send us a DM, send us a message via our inbox, and we'll take a note of you, because we are looking for opinionated individuals. So right now, Gina, I remember you wanted to be part of this live stream, but we can't really see your face properly. So can you just be in a position where you can show us your face and you are
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. Hello, everyone. I hope you can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you loud and clear, but we can't see you. We need to see you
Oh,
in case you're going to
unfortunately,
be...
it's my light. It's my light.
All right, okay. You can go on with your contribution.
Okay, my contribution. I'm in the UK right now. I know,
Lovely.
but I'm gonna use my language, my Zambian language. But Morton, yeah. Bachelanda Pali, you spoke about a lot of things. You spoke about the minister lifting up the restriction, and then there was the vaccine issue. From my observation, I think for Zambia, there wasn't that much of a lockdown, really. There wasn't. When you talk about lockdown in the UK was lockdown. Up until today, people don't go to offices to work. Tabaya kunchito. Aba bomba ma offices. Tabala yambo kuya kunchito. The only people who go to work are the people that go like kuma shops like ShopRite and all that, right? So when you talk about the step that the minister has taken, I'm pretty sure for her to have lifted the restriction, she must have had at least consultation from somewhere, from maybe a ministry, whereby they have given her the statistic to say, awe, ama rates ya COVID na ya chepanako. And you can't just blame her for what action she did. You have to observe, try and observe. You know very well, if you are in Zambia, you know very, very well. Zambia has never been on lockdown. Come on, it has never been in lockdown, never. There were elections followed by everybody. I'm not saying there's no COVID. COVID is real. And the other thing is, people had concentrated on watching what was on social media about the vaccine. Do you think, even me, myself, I was not because of what we were seeing. And then side effects. Some side effects of inyeleti, like the AstraZeneca, blood clots. It's there, it's evident. When it came out, I'm not having that. I opt for the other one, which is a Pfizer. So people, the only thing we need to do about this COVID is to try and educate people. This thing is real, and all they need to understand is how to go about it with the vaccine. Educate people with the vaccine first before you start blaming the minister. People need to understand what is the vaccine, what is in the vaccine, what is the vaccine going to do to them. Then another issue about trying to make the president perform miracles, it's not going to happen. It will never happen. We need to give him a chance. Hardly, how many? A month plus? And you want him to change everything round. It can't. It cannot happen. Rome was not built in a day. So as our country, we need to be patient with him. Give him a chance. This is a man who has just started. He's never ruled a country. Yes, but we do appreciate that things are moving on our favor. We have got peace in the country. peace that people are just opening their mouths anyhow. That's the peace we didn't have. Please give him the chance. We in the diaspora, we see things. We were seeing things, and we can see things. We can see things. The man needs to be given chance. Do not actually be anxious to see miracles like Jesus. It's not going to happen. It will take time. And bear in mind that the country is picking the country from the ground. It's like it's just starting to build up the country, in short, because everything is peer-shaped. So please, by all means, let's not start finding faults in our president. Let us support him. Let us support him.
And
give
Gina,
him chance.
sorry for cutting you off. Kelvin Mutale has raised a very important point. He says you need to tell the Zambian people about vaccines, because a lot of Zambians have got misconceptions saying it's a root of all evil, it's 666 and all that stuff. So since you are in the UK and if you have received the vaccination, can you just shed more light on the importance of getting vaccinated and why people need to be vaccinated?
People need to get vaccinated. It's very important. The only issue is every Zambian is on Facebook. And not everybody picks up the things that I need to understand. They need to know. They pick up all sorts of things. What I'm trying to say to you, this issue came from here in Europe because they knew that there was a little bit of complications, or let me just put it, there were talks about the vaccine. Yes, we are very much aware. Even me myself, I said it. I've been vaccinated, right? I was very wary about. No, I'm not going to be vaccinated. How can they say we're going to have this? We're going to have this. There is nothing like changing your DNA. It's not going to happen. So would you be sick and dead and then rush to go and get the vaccine, or what? All you need to do at this moment in time, people need to educate everybody. All they want to do, all they need to do right now is the Ministry of Health need to go flat out and try and educate people about the vaccine. Because to be honest with you, when you talk about it's not right. Things have been moving the way they've been moving since, I don't know, since 2018. It's been the same. They were like, you can't tell me that there was lockdown in Zambia. That is not true, because the clubs were open, business was open the same. Here, there was total lockdown. Our lockdown was lifted from 2019 up until 2021 April. And when I'm talking about lockdown, it's serious lockdown, not Masobela, not Masobela, serious lockdown. So what Mama Sewa has done is because obviously she's consulted somebody, she's had the statistic put together, and she feels there's need for the country to open. That's my understanding, and that's what I think. That's the reason why she had to lift up the restriction, and that's it.
Thank you very much, Gina. We're looking forward to having you here as a regular guest, so I hope you're going to be making some time. So just DM us your information so that we can be giving you the topics in advance. So
thank you for having me.
Thank you. So moving on, we're going to talk to Mr. Mongeza Jonathan. So Jonathan, how are you doing? Good evening.
Good evening. How are you?
Lovely.
Hello?
Wonderful. Hello, we are good.
To...
Yes, we can hear you.
Yeah, just wanted to talk about the 6-6.
Right.
Hello?
Yes, we can hear you.
The 6-6 is the code that is used to do business. That's the letter 6-6. Because I think everyone has 6-6. When you take your NRC, you remove the code, you get 6-6. When you look at your driver's license, you find the 6 letters. Whatever if you will get, for example, you get an access book. When you check behind, you find those letters, the barcode. There are 666. So 66 is the number that we use to do business. So COVID, I think, is not related to the number 66. I think that's what I want to say on the.
All right, so we don't really know whether that is some verifiable information. Otherwise, you know, we can.
Yeah, but it's a number that needs to do business.
All right. Okay. Thank you for your contribution, Mr.
I just wanted to add on the lifting of the COVID ban.
Okay.
I think for the minister to do that, I think she has done the consultation with the health workers. And I think when you look, if we can go back and see what has been happening in the recent months, people were dying. I think a lot of people lost their lives because of the same pandemic. But this time around, it's quite hot. So I think that's the reason why the minister has taken that step to lift up the COVID ban. But you see that as we approach maybe November, December, I think the restrictions will still come back. I think that's what I can say.
All right. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Jonathan, for that contribution. So, Gina, do you have any rebuttal for Jonathan? Because he's raised some questionable points. Of course, that's his own opinion, and people are entitled to their opinion. So, Gina, what do you think about Jonathan's contribution?
I think what it's saying, I'm just a bit lost about the 66. I don't know what it really means. But whatever he's saying is true, because I mean it goes back to the minister, Madam Sylvia Masebo. He also had to add up to say, obviously, she must have consulted somehow for her to lift up the ban. And what is happening right now is because we're getting into summer. It's summer in Zambia, so maybe that's why it's a bit hot. So that's all I can say, because what he has said, it's the fact. Because to be honest with you, we are judging people. We are too much like judgmental about the decision that people are making without consulting. We need to understand a point of view, because we can't just say, there's no way she can just wake up in the morning and say, okay, I'm going to lift because I'm a minister, I'm going to do it. No, there must have been a channel that she followed. And then for her to have come to that conclusion, definitely she must have consulted somebody. But as Zambians, we are very much quick to judge. That's all I can say. But it's a very good contribution. But the other thing is, I don't understand about the 66. That's the only thing I didn't quite catch.
All right. Okay. Thank you very much. So this time around, right, everybody's obviously entitled to their own opinions. And by the way, I don't really know if anybody has got, health license to give these sort of recommendations. So whatever you do, please make sure you get the right information from the right sources and listen to professional people who've got jurisdictions to talk about these things. So obviously here we're just getting people's opinions. Everybody's opinion does matter. So thank you very much for everybody that joined us. Let us just conclude. It has been almost 1 hour 30 minutes. So we are looking forward to having your opinions a little bit later, probably tomorrow. So looking forward to your contribution in the next upcoming live streams. So at this particular moment, let me just bid farewell to all our panelists, all the people who joined. Thank you very much. I'm going to ask Mr. Morton to conclude today's session.
Please, I would like also to say thank you to our viewers out there. And it's good that today we have at least a good participation from our viewers. And we'll be here. We are going to be here every day. So make sure that you recharge your data, you recharge your whatever, then you charge your mobile phones, so that we are here as we are digesting on the things that are affecting us most. And kubena Zambia bonse monse muntu balefura, it's good to be here. Z Corner is there for you and is there for us all as Zambians. And make sure we support the president, the way he's leading this country. So let's make sure that we open our ears and eyes to see and to hear. And also, let's make sure that we read verified information, as Muna, my friend, stated. Thank you so much. Have a blessed night.
Thank you very much. Have a great night. Looking forward to having everybody, especially you, our viewers. We are going to be live on a daily basis at 20 hours Central African time, which is Zambian time. So looking forward to having you tomorrow again. So have a great night and take care.
Good night, everybody.